We got new FabvL. Let's get it. Fallen, Eren Jaeger song featuring JHBBOSS. Now streaming on all platforms. Flashing lights. Flashing lights! Alright, let's see what we got here, man. Bloom Gums. J.E. up, alright.
Yeah. I was trying to win, never tried to lose, tried to make it into my shot and I ain't followed through. Life never been a bliss and I always end up missing. I always hesitated when I tried to move. Demons in my head say I'm being used, mentally abused and confused on what I'm supposed to do. Fakes it all around me, I'm telling you this ain't nothing new. Try to talk to the Holy Ghost, hope and peace. What I run into in despair when I'm deep in thought. I'm at the edge, if I had enough then I'm jumping off. I'm so sorry, I guess I'm lost in the juice of thought. Forget precaution, no looking both ways when I'm across. Just that
I really like his flow to this beat. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really like how his flow is cutting in this beat. It's almost not perfectly lined up, but in a way it makes the intensity of what he's saying go up. You feel me?
The bliss and I always end up missing. I always hesitated when I tried to move. Demons in my head say I'm being used, mentally abused and confused on what I'm supposed to do. Fakes it all around me, I'm telling you this ain't nothing new. Try to talk to the Holy Ghost, hope and peace. What I run into in despair when I'm deep in thought. I'm at the edge, if I had enough then I'm jumping off. I'm so sorry, I guess I'm lost in the juice of thought. Forget precaution, no looking both ways when I'm across. Just that I'm always taking off, cause at this point in life ain't nobody getting my energy. Sit and wait on my fate cause I just been rolling with enemies. All they do is just run to me, try to act like they loving me. Really they all just envy me in the dirt where I'm finna be.
I like that. I enjoyed that. If I'm too close to the end, I'm gonna jump off. Sorry, that was just an intrusive thought. The intensity of his rapping actually helped this a lot. Why does his name seem so familiar though? JHBBOSS. Have I? Something about his name for some reason that's making my brain go off. I don't know what it is though. Have I reacted to him before?
Run to me, try to act like they loving me. Really, they all just envy me in the dirt where I'm finna be. Cause I know
I've run out of time, went and lost my mind. Just can't make this right, come and take me home. I'm running out of lines, I've been out of line, out of line. Oh, I'm hanging on the edge. I can't find a way back, way back. Oh, I'm living my regrets. I can't find a way back, way back.
I'm living my regrets. Pretty bar. Delivery wise, it's what you get to know from FabvL. The delivery is what was I gonna say? How do I say this? Very FabvL, you know. We get, and like I said, I guess this becomes the problem when you drop so much music. And I've noticed that a lot of anime rappers have slowed down how much music they drop, which is something I also said a while ago. But they've dropped so many already that you already know kind of what you're expecting for. So like kind of, it doesn't, I don't know how to explain it. It's cool, but it's cool. That's about the way I could say it, right? It's not going to blow me away. I've heard a lot different versions of this exact delivery from him, which is cool. That's his pocket. But it's just that when you do a magic trick, right? When you first see a magic trick, it's fire and it encapsulates your brain. And that's what magicians have to do, is try to figure out a way to keep that same fire the first time they did the trick, the 13th time they did the trick. But that's why also you don't go to a magic show once a week, twice a week types. You know what I'm saying? So it becomes a detriment to themselves sometimes with how much music they drop, that it's just like, oh, okay, FabvL screaming, that's cool. But it's not even like, it's like I've heard the like this exact flow, I feel like, with the screamy stuff. And it's not whack. It's not whack. It's just not as intriguing as the first time I heard it, I guess, you know. And I guess that just comes with me hearing it too much, I guess, you know. So
I can't find a way back, way back. Everything you do, everything you say makes me wanna burn it to the ground, reignite the flame. You'll never save me. Oh, I'm hanging on the edge, and now I'm
when I first heard FabvL, that was like super like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, this is different. This is it's like a breath of fresh air. But after a while, that feeling of breath of fresh air becomes, you get used to it. So it's just like, oh, okay, that's another breath. It no longer becomes a breath of fresh air, it just becomes another breath. You know what I mean? But I'm keeping all the way solid. You feel me? Not whack, but it's just, I like the verse way better.
Falling, falling into the ember. Crawling, crawling, crawling. Should not remember how I felt the way before. I hear you calling. Always been around, but I know they don't like me. Snakes in the river, they bite, tread lightly.
Okay.
Frozen over, I'm cold, so icy. Antichrist like mine, it's blinding.
There we go. That was a little different part. I like that. That was different. I liked that. And different doesn't necessarily mean every song you try to do, leave your comfortability or your wheelhouse and do some random stuff. But I mean, like, some of these flows I've literally heard him do so often, but that was hard. That was hard. I love that. Okay, this is basic, but then it goes. Yeah. 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 Ooh, so icy. Antichrist. Ooh, I like that.
I've run out of time, went and lost my mind. Just can't make this right, come and take me.
But see, I swear to you, I could probably go, even that part where the beat dropped out here, right? And he started singing, he started like screaming with no beat. I feel like he's done that effect. Even the way the beat swells back in, I feel like he's done that so many times that it's like, right here, right? It almost becomes like hey more, especially when he did that very different little pocket there. When you go back to this, it's like, oh man. But it's like, even the beat, and now you're he does this.
I've run out of time, went and lost my mind. Just can't make this
just like
right,
this.
come and take me.
That take me's different. What that filter that he put on his voice on the take me is unique, I feel. But that beat drop where he's screaming and then it swells back and crashes together, I feel like is one of his go-to moves.
I'm hanging on the edge. I can't find a way back, way back. Oh, I'm living my regret.
Wait a minute, have I heard this song before? Maybe this is like a... Did he re-release this song or something? Because it's getting to the point where like, wait, have I heard this song before? Maybe that's why this sounds so familiar. But I don't remember the... But this literally sounds like a song I've heard almost. And it might have been... All right, maybe I'm wrong, but...
I can't find a way back, way back. Everything you do, everything you say makes me wanna burn it to the ground, reignite the flame. You'll never save me. I'm hanging on the edge, and now I'm falling. I'm all in, all in, all in. Give me the answer. Falling, falling, falling. They're just a cancer now. I can't keep holding on, holding on.
I like the guitar solo. I like this. This adds he's done this before, but this adds a different element. And like I say, you could probably with a lot of artists be like, well, there's other artists who, you know, a lot of their music sounds the same, but one, there's two things about that. One, I don't like those artists either. Two, the way that they get away with that, a lot of artists, and like I say, I don't really blame FabvL beyond just how much music that they had to put out, because that's what you do in anime rap. Where the other artists, I think, get away with it is they just don't put out the same volume of music, right? And it's not like what they're saying is so, because Lil Wayne, like when you think about Lil Wayne during his mixtape run and when he was putting out 1,000 verses and going crazy, it was more about what he was saying. He was saying, it was about like the bars there. You could do that when you were just a punchline bar rapper because you're really there to consume the punchlines and the bars, right? But it's not like that's what they're doing here. The punchlines and bars aren't crazy. Lyrics ain't crazy. So it's more just because he's like a rock musician, pop rock, whatever you want to call it, musician. So it's more about the whole song together. But it becomes it's almost to me impossible to put out the amount of music that these anime rappers put out and not start to sound the same. I think it's impossible. I think they do themselves, even though, then I think that's why a lot of them slow down and how much they upload, but it's almost too late because their catalogs are so extensive that it's like, once you start listening to it, it can all become white noise eventually, you know? And then you got to start doing so much different to just start, to just start breaking through and being like, oh, having that same fresh air feeling. I think they stack it against them, and then they got a 100-pound albatross around their neck, and I think that's what it is. I think a lot of artists have like similar sound. But look at artists like DaBaby. DaBaby basically fell off one because, you know, he's basically got canceled. But honestly, I think what hurt DaBaby the most was how much he sounded the same and how much music he put out. I just think that's what it is. And maybe we're coming to an era, because before it was about put out as much stuff as you can, ooh, up the bam. But I think maybe we get to an era where people are kind of just not consuming that same stuff as much. This is also a reason why I don't drop as much music as, you know, the anime rappers, because I know it would become an issue, you know?
Fuck you all, yeah, I mean that shit. Flash the flame and I'll keep that lit. Try to treat me like I don't belong. Keep holding on, you're all counterfeit. I'm so sick of all this bullshit. Get the fuck up out my way. Give me the world so you can watch me tear it down. I'm hanging on the edge. I can't find a way back, way back. Oh, I'm living my regrets. I can't find a way back, way back. Everything you do, everything you say makes me wanna burn into the
Production of the song is great. Mixing of the song is great. The song as a song is structured well. And the only demerit I put is how much FabvL music I've heard. So if this was like your first FabvL song, it's going to hit you crazy. It's going to hit you like, what's this? This is your 101st FabvL song. Then you're going to be like, okay, all right, I see it.
reignite the flame. Never say me I'm hanging on the edge. And now I'm falling.
Oh, I like this part. Yeah, this was cool. This was cool, you know. I've reacted to FabvL songs. I think that gave me more. Oh wow! And it could just be because of. It's one thing for like hip hop as a genre to oversaturate himself, but I think that a unique problem that anime rap has is that the artists oversaturate themselves a bit, you know, in a way, and it's literally just because. Yeah, that's cool, but I feel like I've heard it before, you know. But it's not whack. Not whack. Not whack. Out of 10, I'm going to probably get out a solid 5.9. Above average, but still in that range. You feel me?